This is the 53rd day of the conflict between Gaza and Israel. Currently, it's the 5th day of the Gaza-Israel ceasefire aimed at releasing Israeli hostages held in Gaza. Both Israel and Hamas have agreed to extend the ceasefire by 2 days to facilitate the release of approximately 20 more Israeli hostages from Hamas captivity. The release yesterday included 11 Israeli hostages, who have now been reunited with their families in Israel. Notably, there was tension during negotiations as Hamas initially provided a list that excluded mothers of babies held in Gaza. Israeli officials, particularly the head of the Israeli Defense Forces, IDF, strongly opposed the separation of infants from their mothers. The deal was on the verge of collapsing until Qatar and Egypt intervened, prompting Hamas to add the mothers to the list. Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant has urged IDF troops to use the ceasefire period to relax and prepare, emphasizing that Israel will resume its offensive against Hamas in Gaza with full force. The goal is to defeat the enemy, and the minister expressed readiness to take whatever measures necessary to achieve that. He called for international support and urged people to share the truth about the situation in Israel. Meanwhile, conflicts persist in other Middle Eastern regions. Yesterday, Houthi rebels conducted an attack on 2 Israeli naval vessels in the Persian Gulf. The Israeli crew, recognizing the threat, secured themselves in a panic room within one of the naval vessels and sent a distress signal. Responding to the call were 2 naval vessels, the U.S. destroyer Mason, and a Japanese warship. The U.S. destroyer swiftly approached the Houthis, executed an attack with Navy SEALs, and gained control of the Israeli ships, capturing 5 terrorists in the process. Stay up to date with the latest developments here on the TCD channel. Subscribe. Following this incident, Houthi rebels attempted to retaliate by launching 2 missiles towards the U.S. Mason destroyer. Fortunately, the missiles failed to reach their target, exploding in the middle of the water. This underscores the limitations of Houthi weaponry in Yemen. Notably, failed attacks by the Houthis against Israeli targets in the Middle East reveal Iran's challenges in supplying quality weapons to its proxies due to Israeli and American operations preventing these shipments. The United States is actively supporting Israel by thwarting attempts by Iranian proxies against Israel in the region, allowing Israel to focus on its mission to eliminate Hamas in the Gaza Strip and retrieve hostages. However, Israel faces challenges on another front within its borders, the West Bank. IDF forces, in collaboration with a special SWAT police unit, engaged in a 20-minute fight against Hamas terror cells, successfully neutralizing 13 terrorists. On Israel's northern border against Gaza, targeted attacks are ongoing, hitting weapon stockpiles of the Qassam brigades, weakening their ability to launch further attacks. The IDF has successfully located, targeted, and neutralized multiple weapon stockpiles belonging to Hamas, revealing their underground bunkers. This prolonged war demands continuous effort, and your assistance in sharing the truth about the situation is crucial. The international community's understanding of the enemy Israel is facing is vital.